So let's start the today's topic. So today we are going to learn about how to handle the free or materials into the SAP ML. Okay, so the today's topic is free goods handling in the materials management. Okay, so what is this case? So I will explain you what is actually that case. Okay, so whenever we are purchasing the material in a bulk quantity. Okay, so before ordering that material or before ordering that bulk purchase order there. Okay, so initially what we can do in a materials management, we can uh, receive the material from the vendor for the quality and testing purpose. Okay, so without the testing and all the parameters in the materials which we are procuring in a bulk quantity, so no any plant or company will be creating the purchase order for the bulk amount. Okay, so initially, so the vendor can give us the material as a free of cost as a or a free of charge there. Okay, just for the testing purpose of the quantity, quality, all the parameters which is set by the company for the manufacturing of the goods, it needs to be maintained by the vendor also. So that's the reason. So the this scenario will be come into the picture. So how to handle that free of cost goods. So whenever the vendor giving us for the testing purpose. Okay, so sometimes some business can maintain the stock of that free of cost material also. Okay, so that's why this scenario will be come into the picture. Okay, so I will share my screen and what actually that. So I will show you in the SAP. So free goods in a SAP is giving the certain material or a quantity as a free of charge on a order quantity. Okay, so if the free goods is a part of a order purchase quantity, then it will be said as a free goods. Okay, and it's also known as a FOC, free of cost or a free of charge material. Okay, so as I said you, when we order a bulk lot for any plant or any company. Okay, but before ordering that bulk lot, company take the sample for the trial testing and a quality purpose. Okay, so the which quality teams will be working in that plant. So initially they can check whether the all the parameters will be reaching out as per their requirements. So okay, then only then if the parameters are matching with their as per requirement, only after the getting all the parameters are matching, then they will give the authority or give the permission to purchase the material from that vendor to the purchasing guy. Okay, so once the quality testing will be completed and all the reports are matching, so they can discuss with the management, and then only then they can purchase the bulk material from that vendor. Okay, so for that, so initially we are getting the material in a sample for the trial testing. Okay, so that's why we are maintaining this test case free goods handling in a SCP MM. So this is a free of charge vendor giving us this material for the trial purpose. Okay, so this case is known as a free of cost as a or a free of charge there. Okay, so in SAP we can handle this free of cost by using the two cases. Okay, so initially first is a the create the purchase order with the tick of free option. Okay, so whenever you are creating any purchase order, there is a option like the return purchase order. Beside there, this option is coming. Okay, so FOC, free of cost or free of charge, you can tick on that mark and you can save the purchase order. And in the second case, while taking the GR, there is a separate movement type for this receipt of delivery of the material without any charge there. So that's the movement type 511 is be used for that free of cost material. Okay, so like this we can handle the free goods in the only SCPMM. Okay, so for the SD the things will be changed there. Okay, so for example you can take the example. So whenever You can take the example of Santur Saban, Santur soap. Okay, so there is they can offer on the pack of four, so they can give the some uh, pain or whatever like that. So that is nothing about the free goods in the SD, but in the SAPMM, so we can take the trial sample lot as a free of cost from the vendor. Okay, so we need to maintain all the data, how much of material we are getting from the vendor. Okay, so that's why the this case will be come into the picture for the SAPMM here. Okay, so just go to the SAP and check this case. Initially we can check the case number one, create the purchase order with the tick free option there. Okay, so what I can do, initially I can create one material for today's case. Select the required view. Here I can enter. Like this, we have created this material there. Okay, so for that material we can create the purchase order for the free of cost or a free of charge. Okay, so select any vendor, enter the required thing there. Okay, so material we need to enter here is the PO quantity. So for the sample testing, I have created the purchase order for the 10 quantity towards the vendor. Enter the storage location and plant, and here is a option beside there, free of charge. Okay, so initially we have seen return purchase return item, and today we are going to see about the free of charge. Just click on that. Okay, and just enter. So like this, the material purchase order will be creating here. Okay, so after check here, system will be not asking for the price of that material. Why? Because we have selected that material as a free of cost there. Okay, so if you're going to create the purchase order for the another item there. Okay, 52, I can put the quantity, just showing purpose. I will show you. System will be asking for the price of that material. Okay, so like this here price will be come into the picture. But whenever I am creating the purchase order for the free of cost goods, that time system will be not asking for the any price of that material. Okay, so is the free of cost or a free of charge, as we are selecting or check this box. Okay, and just check the purchase order there. Okay, so right now system showing no any message issued during check. Just save this purchase order, and we are getting the purchase order number here, and copy and try to receive this material. Okay, standard goods shift process here. So we are receiving the 10 quantity. Just check it. So this location, all things will be same. Okay, and post it. Okay, as we have received the 10 quantity, Okay, so whenever we are receiving the material without that free of cost at that time, so whenever we are receiving the material, so the FI document will be created. But for this free of cost item, so the no any accounting entries will be hit there because this is totally the free of cost. Just check, go to the document info, click on the FI documents here. So the no any accounting document will be created here for the free of cost material. Okay, so this is the difference. So I will show you once again the another document where that accounting entities will be come here. Okay, so I can select this. Okay, go to document info. Go to the any purchase order there. So I will show you how the accounting entries will be created for the regular purchase order there. Okay, yeah, check it. Our purchase order. Okay. Okay, if this is the standard purchase order where we are receiving the material, and here, like this, accounting documents will be created for the normal purchase order and whenever we are receiving the material. Okay, but for the free of cost, no any accounting document will be created there. Okay, so that's the difference between the normal purchasing and free of cost goods receiving there. Okay, and this is the one case we can create the purchase order. So I will just check the stock of that material, MMB. We have received that stock or not, the confirmation. So once the trial will be done from the quality team, they can pass that material and it will be, if usable, then the purchasing team will be creating the purchase order towards the vendor. Okay, so this is the one case, and right now we again go for the second case. In the second case, we can directly receive the material without creating the purchase order there. Okay, for that, go to the Amigo where we can receive the material. Click on the goods issue here, select the other documents and movement type as a 511. As I mentioned you, the receiving the free of cost material, the movement type is a 511. Okay, so this is the receipt of delivery without any charge. Okay, so just select this movement type for receiving the material and enter the material number here, quantity. So I want to receive the 5 material as a free of cost. This is the movement type. Which plant you want to receive the material, enter the plant, storage location, and here the vendor you need to enter. It's the compulsory. Okay, and once again, under the material, under the where you need to enter the text. So why you are doing this movement 511? Okay, so you need to enter that free of cost, or you need to enter the sample material. So it will be for the tracking purpose. If someone auditor asks you why you are doing the GR of that material, so you need to maintain the text. So what is the reason of receiving this material as a free of cost? Okay, so you can maintain as a, this is the sample material. Quality team require this material, so that's the reason we are doing the GR, because at the time of auditing, so auditor will ask you why your store guy is using this movement type and receiving the unnecessary material for the plant. That's the reason you to maintain the text here. Okay, just click on item. Okay, check and post the document. Okay, so like this you can post the document. Okay, once again check any accounting entries will be hit for that free of cost. Just go to the document info, click on the FI document. Okay, so no any accounting document will be created here for the free of cost goods there. Okay, so like this we can handle the free goods in a materials management there. Okay, any doubts in this? So all data I have already maintained in the document. Okay, so case 1 and case 2 we can go through it and try to practice it. Okay, so these are the some small cases. So while you are doing the practicing or working as a end user, along with that consultant also responsible for these knowing the small test cases. Okay, so whenever you are approaching the your customers when they are implementing the SAP, so you need to explain them what are the small test cases in the SAP. Okay, so I will take one session on that also, 1 or 2 sessions. So what are the test cases going through the as a end user level? Okay, so I will take the separate session for that. There are the some 10 to 15 test cases we are running into the SAP there. Okay, this is also the one small test case where you can handle the free of cost goods into the SAP. Okay, so if you can go to the